You put me up on a record that was so hot, right? And I hadn't heard it. It was on 45. You brought it on 45 over here. Was it Earth, Wind, and Fire? Was it Earth, Wind, and
I
Fire?
already know what it
It's
is.
Earth, Wind, and Fire record,
No,
but
dude.
Earth, Wind, and Fire didn't make this original.
Correct.
They are not the original producer.
Correct.
I'm gonna let you tell Tone about the tune because I have it, but I lost it. Right, so one of my greats, and I
Oh,
couldn't.
I
find-
see.
I was gonna
Sorry,
pull it
I
out on
lost
him
it.
at a gig and blow his head off. Could you please tell him about that record?
Oh, you blew my head off with one record. I'm gonna tell you,
Did I?
man. Yeah.
Okay, but you got
Steve did?
you got to
Yeah.
tell him
Okay.
about this record because I'm
So
pulling it on you, dude.
So the thing is, Can't Hide Love is not an Earth, Wind, and Fire original. Can't Hide
Written by
Love.
Skip Scarborough
Oh, great. It was
by
done.
Creative Source, right?
Correct. That's the original version, and that version is the arrangement is completely different. The BPMs are different, right? And I got introduced to that. We talked about DJs and stuff. Spinner. I listen. He's got this project called Strange Games and Things.
Okay.
Mind blowing, like the stuff he was putting on there. But that's how I came across the original Creative Source version. So, Earth, Wind, and Fire is a cover. Are you familiar with J.P. Morgan? You know who J.P. Does that name ring a bell? Does
Owns a bank.
J.P. Morgan ring a bell? Huh?
He owns a bank.
Nope.
No,
That's all I
okay.
knew.
So, are you familiar with the Gong Show?
Yes.
Okay. So there was a woman on there named J.P. Morgan, J-A-Y-E-P. Morgan. Okay. Now there's an interesting thing about J.P. Morgan. During one of the shows, remember Mean Gene the Dance Machine?
Yes.
He come out and dance. There's footage on YouTube. You can see this. At one point, she decides to open her top and expose her breast. So she is permanently banned from the Gong Show, which is that is a feat in and of itself, in my opinion. To get banned from the Gong Show was bananas to begin with. I had no idea who J.P. Morgan was. As far as I thought J.P. Morgan was just like a B-list celebrity that just showed up on the Gong Show.
Yeah.
So one day I'm in, what's that records? Downtown.
Central.
No, it's on Roosevelt and like 13th Ave. Grand Avenue Records.
Grand Ave, yeah.
Grand Avenue. So
Okay.
I guess it's on Grand and
Yeah.
13th Ave or whatever. So I'm in there and I see this 45 and it says, Can't Hide Love, J.P. Morgan. And I'm like, surely this isn't that song.
Right.
And surely this isn't the J.P. Morgan that I know from the Gong Show.
Right.
Now, I didn't know anything about her getting banned because when I see it,
How do you know her name?
because dude,
Gong
I
Show.
have a head. I was dating this woman one time. She told me I have a head full of garbage. This is accurate. this is completely accurate. I am a beast at Trivial Pursuit.
The
I
way
am
he
a monster.
retains
Mhm.
stuff,
I'm a
information
monster.
on music, yeah.
So I see this 45 and I'm like, surely this isn't that song with that name. That can't be right. Because J.P. Morgan's a white woman. And I'm like, no,
Yep.
she didn't touch this.
Yep.
Sure enough, pull it up on YouTube, and I dare say, look, man, Maurice White and them, they dope.
I'll
This
say it.
version is better.
Is better.
It's better
Wow.
than theirs.
And I never
I gotta
thought
hear
I
that.
would hear an original. Like, you couldn't tell me Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm like, well, whoever did the other one is whack.
Yeah.
Like, I would think that in my head.
That's the thing. Like honestly, all three of them in their own right are dope.
Yeah.
But I think J.P. Morgan's version is just dope.
Killer.
It's better
Killer.
than Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, I got to hear this today.
Bruh.
I was pulling that out to hit my Godplex, my God Complex, DJ My God Complex. I wanted to whoop that on him because Ken will pull out some
He
heat.
sure
Yeah, he
will.
will.
Ken will pull
He
some
sure will.
heat out.
He sure will.
So I was like, that was on my list to smack Ken upside the head, right? Because Ken is a selector
Yes, sir.
he is.
of the highest order. Love you, Ken, and you're going to get your punk ass on this
No doubt.
podcast
No
soon.
doubt. Get your ass over here, boy.
Yeah.
So the thing is, one day I came. Did I come to your house to play?
Yes, you did.
Okay. So I didn't say a word. I just put it on. And it just as I expected. You're like, who that? I'm like, right. So I ran through the whole J.P. Morgan story. He has no idea who J.P. Morgan is. I went and looked up J.P. Morgan. Didn't know J.P. Morgan had a singing career. Period. I had no idea that she had a singing career and a somewhat successful one, evidently. But dude, you got to hear that. Getting back to, I suppose, is my top three. Is it?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll end it there.
So there's a cat named Sam Willis who I play poker, right? And most of the time in my spare time, these days during the week when I don't have my daughter, if I don't have my daughter during the week, I will go play poker. And I sit in the poker room, sit in the poker table, and I got my earbud in and I'm listening to music. And sometimes what happens is I'm listening to tunes. I might be listening to who knows, and just let it play. And all of a sudden it'll like jump to someone, oh, we think you might like this on Spotify.
Yeah.
Came across this cat named Sam Willis. Phenomenal, dude. Phenomenal cat. So Sam Willis is one. I can go with Croonman, but I'm also liking Hiatus Kaiyote. The only thing about Hiatus that I have a problem with is sometimes the lyrics are a little too obtuse for me to get to. So they have to make sense for me to kind of remember them.
Okay.
So a lot of times.
So clearly you like the music though.
I do, but I think more so I like her cadence.
Okay.
The Napalm is the singer's name. I like her cadence, the way she sings, the way her flow oftentimes kind of draws me into a tune. So I like that. And the third isn't really, like you said, music isn't really an artist I've been getting into. And if I'm being honest, this dude is really underrated as a writer, particularly amongst R&B and R&B circles. He gets his props for the hits, but you got to look past the hits. You got to dig. Bill Withers is ridiculous.
Oh.
Bill Withers' catalog,
Thought
dude.
you were going with somebody new.
No.
Okay.
Bill Withers. Yeah. Bill Withers is ridiculous. When you get past Lovely Day and Grandma's Hands,
he's
and
a
Who
hell
Is
of a
He?
writer.
I got some artists like that.
Yeah. When you get past those kind of the big hits, he's got one called
I Don't Want You on My Mind All the Time. That shit's crazy.
He's got one called Don't You Want to Stay. So, and Marlena Shaw has a song. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Marlena Shaw. There's a song called Go Away Little Boy. My mother used to play that song all the time when I was a little boy. But it's called Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Are you familiar with this movie?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
So Looking for Mr. Goodbar is actually based on a true story about a woman who was killed by one of her lovers. She was in New York in the 70s. She taught at a school for deaf kids. And that was her day job. Her nightlife though, she would basically right after school go to a bar, hang out, and pick up different dudes every night. That's how she got down. She wasn't getting paid. She wasn't hoeing or nothing like that. Okay. That's how she just liked to get down like that, which I applaud her efforts. Fine with that.
No comment.
I applaud her efforts. Right? You shouldn't, because we got to bring up the story about the mattress. But anyway, you should know. We should
Ooh,
never
leave
bring
that story.
Yeah, leave that alone.
With the cameras off.
So, but the soundtrack. So the movie you can't find anywhere really, at least in the States, unless you watch it on YouTube and it's real fuzzy, because I watched it. But the soundtrack is super dope, and there's two songs that I pulled off of it. One by Marlena Shaw, what is it? Don't Stay Until Tomorrow. You Can't Stay Until Tomorrow, something like that. And the other one is Don't You Want to Stay by Bill Withers. It's pretty dope. So those are like my top two, but honestly, the third one that I've really gotten into, Swing Out Sisters Live from Tokyo album. That shit's phenomenal, dude. First of all, I love Corinne Drury. She's this lead singer of, because I think it's Andrew Connell and Corinne Drury. Her voice is so nice, like to me, like it just sounds very melodic. But that Live in Tokyo, man, like they do different arrangements of some of their more well-known tunes. But the tunes on there, man, I play them on my show. So I do a show Monday, Wednesday where I play downtempo tunes on Twitch, and I play those tunes often.
Well, why don't you tell us the name of your Twitch channel so the listeners and viewers can go to it?
The Twitch channel is DJ PNut 15, DJ PNUT 15. On Twitch. That's how you find me. That's the easiest way to find me. And on Monday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. Arizona time. Yeah, Arizona time, because we don't change time. We don't do daylight savings time.
Right.
And then on Wednesdays, it's actually 9 to 11 p.m. I play down tempo tunes, and I don't always mix the tunes. Sometimes I mix them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I play a little bit of everything. I play some of the new stuff that I've come across. I play the Sam Willis, I play the Croon Bend, I play the Hiatus Kaiyote, but then I'll hit some of that LTD.
That good shirt off music.
Yeah, exactly. We both deserve each other's love, because I have respect.
I do the Martin when he like kick everybody out.
I mean, I have,
man, clowning me, dude.
I have respect for the classics. I have respect for the nostalgia. So to let the audience know that hey man, I like these tunes. I like Concentrate on You by LTD.
That's my jam.
You know what I mean? I like the way that starts off. That's a great love song. But I might dip off into Fulfilling This First Finale, one of my favorite Stevie Wonder tunes that people don't reference is Bird of Beauty. Love that joint. So I'll reference that.
Is that on the Green album?
No, Fulfilling This First Finale is the one with You Haven't Done Nothing.
Secret Life of Plants.
Yeah.
Secret Life of Plants.
You Haven't Done Nothing is the one. Which, by the way, that's Jackson 5 singing back up on that song.
It's funny. I still see tunes through what the album cover looks like.
Yes.
So you knew what I was talking about when I said the Green album?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm already thumbing through the albums like that's on the green one. I mean that's on the yellow. Okay, the blue one, that's Joy.
Yeah. This one is on
crazy.
the brown one.
On the brown.
Fulfilling This is First Finale. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, man, that's my three these days. Definitely Sam Willis. You want to check him out, and Hiatus Kaiyote.
Guys, what I want to do is next time we get together, I want to pull out some of our hottest, most meaningful tunes records.
That's a good idea.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a turntable and a CDJ right there on the table.
That's dope.
And then we're just going to go for it. And then
dope.
You talk about your tunes and you just drop them.
Yeah,
that's dope.
It's the quickest way to get us snatched down from YouTube. Good idea, bro.
Absolutely. Play for 15 seconds.
We good. We're going to do it.
But I can't. So that means I can't.
We might
play,
have to break the episode up.
Right. I can't play Thrust.
We'll get around it.
I can't play Actual Proof.
Right. We'll figure it out a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get around it.
We'll do the version, upload the version that won't get taken down and the word version that will. But we're going to play some tunes. We're going to play some tunes. I'm sorry.
Sure.
All right, guys.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in tonight or this afternoon, whenever you catch this.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in and listening to us. Catch you guys next time.